What's good, my people? How art thou? How be it thee? Looking for my people to join on in. You know what time it is. It's Sunday. It's 7:05. It's okay though. See what I'm saying? We waiting for folks up there. She might be able to join. Let's see if she cannot join. Close because of technical issues. Right again, shall we? Just waiting for folks to join on in so we can get this going. Got a couple of good topics coming on tonight. If I can ever get my co-host to join on time, I swear, black folks, fam, I can't call it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but at some point in time, we're gonna have to get this situated, this resolved, this let's go. I don't even know why you even do it from your phone. You know you're on lockdown. You know you're on lockdown. I don't even know why you're doing it. Come on, real shit. Let's go. It's that time.
All right, I'm here.
I know you over there kicking it. No, I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it.
So I had to go on my other page and go live, and then I had to share it on the other page and then come back over to this page.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your little funky excuses. I don't want to hear your excuses.
No. First of all, there's an excuse that you're not here. Let's start there. Why are you not here?
First and foremost, I already told you about the quarantine. I already told you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You forgot. Get your memory right. Get your memory right. I appreciate. I sure could use a plate though, cause your man's on fire.
We only get plates for people that show up.
You almost made me flip you off. You almost made me flip you off for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here part of the sick and shut in.
Upstairs on sexy bed, that colorful one.
It's cool. I forgive y'all. I forgive you.
You should have been here. You stayed too far to bring your plate, bro.
I literally just told you why I'm not there. Literally, I told you I forgot about that though. Earlier this week on Thursday, I told you what was going on. You did. Like I didn't have a viable excuse as to why I wouldn't.
Okay, you have a viable reason. Okay.
Negro.
The food is not done. Food is not even done yet. Okay. So let's start there.
That's another thing wrong with y'all. Y'all, it's 7 o'clock. How's the food?
I just came back from swimming. We ain't even ate yet.
That's a damn shame.
I'm just saying.
That's a damn shame.
Well, have you introduced our people? Welcome to Real Shit with R&T. Real Shit with R&T. Excuse my clothes. I just came from swimming, so I'm here now. Support the family time. Yeah, that's cool. Family time.
Yeah, because you're out here showing your regions, your nether regions. I don't know what you mean. You know what I'm saying? Cover yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're out here showing your nether regions.
No, I'm not going to swimsuit. Shut up.
See what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm out here. I'm trying. That's because I didn't know my charger.
I think you damn near forgot about today. I know you damn near did.
The R and the T.
No, you damn near forgot. What's good, Toto?
We live, on Facebook, our podcast. Some people still don't realize. Interrupting. Well, anyway, thank you guys for joining us again. I am the R, and he is the.
I am that T. Please understand.
And we're coming to you today on our Sunday. Hope you guys are having a great holiday if you are celebrating. I don't really say I'm celebrating the 4th, but it's the 4th. So we're celebrating Juneteenth 4th, just Juneteenth and the 4th, something like that, however you want to say it. You know what I'm saying? We just having a family get together.
That's what it is more than anything. It's just an opportunity for us to come together. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is. Now that we know, we got to do better because we know better, Once you know better, you got to do better.
That's what it is. Like next year, fam, we're going to really do a real.
Oh, the Juneteenth.
Yeah, we're going to do a real cookout on Juneteenth. Because we can still get together for the 4th and whatnot, but the celebration is for Juneteenth.
Okay, bet. That's what we need to do. Okay, so for now on Juneteenth. All right, so today, ladies and gentlemen, our topic is cheating. Yay! I'm on my. Hey, you so loud.
I'm gonna let you ride this topic because I know you got way more experience in this than me.
What? The lie you said. You know what? I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna let you have it because you know I know.
Black men don't cheat. Black men don't cheat. You the one, fam. You the one that decided to do that right in the middle of the.
Because my charge of my phone is
See, that's
dying.
That's why I said you wasn't prepared for today.
You know what? Let me in fact, you know what? I ain't got time for these people up here. Yeah. You know, so hold on.
You're the one in the middle of traffic.
I'm gonna go see if I can find a way to charge this. You know what? Hold on. Here we go. Bear with me. Oh, I might not get no signal down here.
I mean, because you're already starting to pixelate.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Lacey for joining in. I know you tapped out for a second.
Yeah, I'm about to say, let you get some people in.
Kelly Kearns. Appreciate you tapping in as well. We just waiting for the co-host to get where she's supposed to be. See what I'm saying? She out here just, half-assed. Damn, how many stairs? Where did you go? You started off going downstairs and then you decided to go upstairs?
Yeah. Because you started getting pixel.
Okay. Oh, Stacy ain't got that many stairs, man. Where you going to the dungeons of hell?
Man, I'm out of breath too, bro. Okay. All right, here we go.
This Negro said she's out of breath from climbing the stairs.
Yeah, I'm out of breath. All right.
Is that better for you? You feeling?
Is that better?
Good? Okay. And you know what? You good. You good.
We're away from the noise. All right.
So as she said, we're going to be talking about cheating. And we're going to be talking about, your boy Kels got that good 30 put on his back.
30.
Hitting with that good 30.
Are we going to ban his music or we going to ban with him? No, I'm joking. Well, we're going to see. But let's start off with the cheating. So, since you're...
Don't do me. Don't. I'll tell myself before anybody else can.
Okay. So, okay, let's start the topic off like this. Let's start off like this. Okay, so why is it, I'll ask you, why do you feel that with cheating, it is more wrong, or men feel like it's more wrong for a woman to cheat than it is a man to cheat? Like, okay, it's forgiven. More women forgive men for cheating than men forgive women for cheating. Yeah, why do you feel that is?
I don't even know. Honestly, I don't know if I agree with that statement 100%, because I have been on both sides of that fence. I have forgiven. Once again, it depends on who you have done it with, and it also depends on how your actions after I found out. Now,
okay,
if I find out that you out here doing the most, right? Mm-hmm. First and foremost, exactly who you've been doing the most with is relevant. See what I'm saying? Because once again,
okay, so you want to know?
I need to know.
If it's not a family member or friend, you want to know who the person is?
I need to make sure that it's not a family member.
Okay.
Having been in that situation before, it ain't cute.
Oh.
It ain't cute at all. See what I'm saying? I'll be real honest with it. See what I'm saying? It destroys family. See what I'm saying? Because I don't hang out with that family member like as tough as I used to. I don't even feel the same way about them as much as I used to because of the situation. See what I'm saying? Because you try to play me. See what I'm saying? Two, you constantly lied about it. It's the lying part for me. Like I'm stupid or something. So then when I got the evidence right here in hand, you know what I'm saying? If that's the case, just be upfront and honest and then let me make my own decision. But don't try to manipulate my decision by continuing to compound up the problem in the situation by lying about it. And then with the young lady that it happened with, there's nothing I can do or say to you. And that's just my personal, there's nothing I can say or do. See what I'm saying? Because I can't trust you. I can't trust you with family, fam.
Yeah,
So, and I
that
know
could
if
be
I can't
hard
trust
with
you with family, you
family.
definitely gonna do some sideways stuff with somebody that I don't even know. So no,
Yeah.
cheating is, but cheating. But I think there are a lot of men because even in that situation, I damn near forgave her. And
With the
what?
family situation?
Yeah, man. Even in that situation, you know what I'm saying? I was stupid.
Really?
I was stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I was stupid about it because I didn't. Because I just wanted the relationship. See what I'm saying? Not
Okay.
thinking, not really having done a cost analysis on what those actions did and how I wouldn't be able to trust you going forward. So
Okay.
once I really processed it and really, put it through my mind and whatnot, then at that point I was like, no, we good here. But
So do you think if it wasn't a family member, you could have forgave maybe better,
yeah,
easier?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
because once again, I don't hold. And this is a dangerous statement to make, but it's the truth. We all make mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
We do.
And I'm not. And having been on both sides of the water, you know, I've made mistakes just like everybody else. So I'm not here to judge you. See what I'm saying? Now we're gonna
Right.
have some real conversations about how we're gonna proceed and go forward. Just like when I have been exposed in my uh unfaithfulness I guess that's a good way of saying it. Let's have these conversations, even the
Yeah.
difficult conversations. But I definitely could have forgiven had it been a non-family member because I've been in that situation. I've done it before. That
Right.
doesn't mean that I'm going to give you a pass,
Keep
and the,
forgetting.
and the next chick may not get that benefit. But in those situations, once again, I was younger. I was definitely less emotionally developed. Um, and so it was about, once again, it's about keeping that relationship, even though I kind of knew the relationship was over and the whole nine or whatnot. When it came to me, with me being the perpetrator of the act, cheating, I personally just think that cheating is never about the relationship that you're in. It's about opportunity, especially for men. See what I'm saying? Because with most men, it's about the physical anyway. See what I'm saying? So a new a new a new set of breasts and ovaries is, that's, and if it's packaged right and she's coming on to you, she's hitting you with the rah rah, and you done threw out that filler once, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, boy, stop playing. See what I'm saying? They
Mm-hmm.
don't. One of the hardest lessons I had to learn in my second marriage was not saying the right thing at the right time to get the wrong situation. I was very
Okay.
used to, as a single man, I was very used to saying the right thing at the right time to bring about a certain situation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Talking to females, it's not a women aren't as difficult in certain aspects um, as men make them out to be, and as some women try to proclaim to be. You say the right thing at the right time, you can bring about a certain situation, and that's just facts. And especially if you have a real good personality or mouthpiece, you can you can you can bring about a situation. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be very honest, it was very difficult on my second marriage because I was determined not to be that guy. See what I'm saying? And so what I was doing was I was shutting down a part of me, my personality, right? Um,
Mm.
and that for me, it was driving me, Sam, when I tell you it was driving me crazy, it was driving me crazy. Like, I couldn't understand what was wrong with me. Like, I was snapping, I was all irritable, and, like I was on a year-long period. See what I'm saying? And I'll be very honest, see what I'm saying? Because I didn't understand what was going on with me. Once again, here I am, a 35-year-old man. I don't understand why I'm always agitated in the whole nine. I'm freshly married. I'm finally in a place of stability as far as my job, as far as income wise. I'm seeing my kids more. But once again, because I'm 35, so at that point in time, D was 11, uh, Tay was 10, T was 9. Since then, I'm finally in a place where I'm starting to become that better father because I'd already made that decision and that whole nine. and I had already finished school. God was blessed. I was in a new church. I was, thriving. I mean, I had accomplished some stuff, and I couldn't understand what was going on with me as far as why was I freaking out. And so I was talking to my daddy, and my daddy was like, "Nigga, you tripping? You about
What?
to?"
As far as because you was trying to shut down your personality?
No, because
not trying to say the wrong thing.
Because what it was going to do, it was going. I was very close to hurting Key and putting her in a situation that I had just came out of. As infidelity and the whole 9 and whatnot. And so, like I said, when I talk about my pops, when I talk about daddy, I talk about daddy in the realest sense because he's been everything that I needed a grown man to be as far as my father is concerned. So I'm saying when I was messing up, he was quick to tell me, nigga, you fucking up. That's real shit. And if you don't get it together, you about to blow this. This thing that you said that you prayed for, this thing that you said that you wanted, this thing that you coveted. Something you went to God. Yeah. You said, God, if you just give this to me, and you about to mess it up because you out here being stupid. So what I had to learn to do was be me, but with restraints. So I'm saying, I don't mean I can't be me. That don't mean I can't, because if you're around me, we're gonna vibe. So I'm saying we're gonna talk, we're gonna have conversations, we're gonna laugh, because that's who I just am naturally. But once again, saying the right thing at the right motherfucking time to get this wrong destination, that took time. And I'll be honest, I didn't win every battle. Especially, I'll be real honest, in my second marriage, I didn't win every battle, especially early on. I definitely didn't. And there was some situation that came about that I was the producer of. And so, when people ask me why did my marriage work out, most of the time I say because we stopped talking. And which is the honest to God's truth, we did stop communicating on an intimate level. But the initial breaking of the bonds, the initial betrayal of trust, that was all me. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why my marriage didn't work out was because of me. Because you can, and Key and I say this in all seriousness, Key is an awesome woman. She is. So I'm saying she's not the bang you over the head about your defects. So I'm saying she's not. She's really not. She like when I had my situation that she caught me on. So I'm saying on some bullshit. You ever have that moment that damn, I just fucked up. I know I fucked up because I left my phone in the room and I'm in here taking a shower. Nigga, it's about to be a whole situation. Yeah, fam, I got out the shower and it was more steamy in the bedroom than it was in the bathroom. But real talk. But she never beat me over the head about it. See what I'm saying? So which made it easier for me. When she had an issue, when there was things that she needed to be forgiven about, communication, whatever the case may be, that I was able to return that same energy to her because that's what was given to me. Now, if she'd have been the type that was like, every time, every third Monday, saying, why you talking to me? You see what I'm saying? I'm hitting you over your head too, because what you ain't gonna do to me is complain about some shit that I'm doing when you're doing the same thing. And I'm real big on that. That's just me. But for most dudes, I think there's a lot of dudes out there that have forgiven chicks for cheating. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I see it online all the time. It's a chick that's on TikTok that leads with that talks about her marriage still surviving after infidelity, and she was the one that was out there, slanging her being pop. See what I'm saying? So no, it's not I just think that the majority of men don't have the ability to they're not emotionally developed enough. And that's just real. See what I'm saying? Because you gotta be at a certain level of mental maturity to be able to forgive somebody for some stuff that you never thought that you could. See what I'm saying? And you don't know what you can forgive somebody for until you actually gotta go through the process.
Right. Yeah. And I guess that's where I'm at. So, with mine, we didn't have the cheating issue. We had where before we were married, definitely. Where I thought, or like, or we did the whole thing. Okay, so before you married and before you do everything, we had rules. That's what it is. So rules that we're not married, we're not together, but you're separated, but you're still. What that one girl say? You still wham wham zam zam. When you had rules, like the people couldn't be around the kids, and we was only supposed to sleep together. We wasn't supposed to, you know what I'm saying? But we trying to make, yeah. But I don't think that it was on his end, And so that's where I experienced it more when we were we were separated, but still supposed to have rules. And I think the only person who's under them damn rules was more me than him. But whatever, that's a man for you. So for me, and I just be honest, for me, I don't know if I can forget. I would want to, but when I say sometimes I feel like I miss my calling on being a PI, on being a private investigator, baby, when I say I don't need you to tell me nothing. I'm gonna find out everything, and that's why I don't like going to search, because even with just him, and just going to search and look for stuff, I found so much stuff. Stuff that I really didn't want to know, stuff that hurt, and I couldn't unforgive, and yeah, so I don't know if I would want to, because I wouldn't want to. I don't know, because I want to say, like, like the best man, he's up there getting his vows, he started choking because, he was thinking about his wife, moaning when he was with, like, thoughts in my head. Like, I don't want to ask all those questions, but I want to know, like, dang, like, was you sleep with her like this? Did you do oral on her? I don't want to ask. I'm not going to ask that, but I'm just saying, like, that kind of stuff to me would play, like, well, where was it? Or how many times? Well, was it good? Like,
I mean, and I'll be honestly, for real. That's just a level of immaturity. Because, and not to say that you're immature by no means, but
no.
Because asking those questions will do more damage. And
well, that's what I said. I wouldn't ask those questions.
Especially the answer.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't ask those questions. I wouldn't want to ask those questions because I don't want to know the answer. But for myself, I'll start making up my own answers without asking you, because I'm not going to ask you anyway.
Whether you asking them or you answering them in your own head, man, you gotta put that shit out your head.
You gotta daddy.
I'm telling you, because those thoughts rattling around will do, like I said, it will do. It would do way more damage than the
actual act.
Than the actual asking, and even the actual asking is going to do damage to you, because in the end it doesn't matter how many times. In the end, it doesn't matter what position. In the end, it doesn't matter, if there was, fellatio and whatnot involved. It doesn't, because
it doesn't.
All that's going to do is just infuriate you even the more. See what I'm saying? Because if you found out that your dude was out here putting his mouth on Susie, Betty, and Quanisha. See what I'm saying? And Quanisha, y'all used to hang out together. You remember her from high school when she was the dirty chick. See what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, ugh. See what I'm saying? It's gonna mess with you way more than what it's worth. See what I'm saying?
And that's why I don't want to go. I wouldn't want to go into cheating. I do feel like for me personally, I don't know. Not that with men is with women, it do seem like a lot of people have said. I mean, I don't like that everybody feel like every time a relationship ends, it's behind cheating, because every relationship do not end behind cheating. And I don't believe every man cheats. I don't believe every woman cheats. I believe everybody's capable of cheating, and I believe they might have cheated at different points, but don't mean that particular relationship ended behind cheating. And I can honestly say my relationship did not, like, I literally had to go out there and literally say our relationship did not end behind cheating at all, like whatsoever. Had nothing to do with cheating. There was no one even involved when we decided to. Ours was strictly just like you said. Ours was just loss of respect for each other. And
what's your definition of cheating?
You know what? That's a good one too. I feel like, to me, almost cheating is anything you do behind your main, anything you got to sneak to do. If you got to sneak to do it, to me, it's cheating. If it's not cheating, you're testing the waters. You know what I'm saying? Because why is it a secret? Stop smiling, because I don't.
No, I'm just saying. I'm agreeing with you. You know what I'm saying?
Even, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, even just to be real, because just in case whoever's on here, even that situation that you noticed, a situation that came out, that was well before marriage, and again, just the stuff that all the stuff that came out. Like, listen. It was never fidelity as far as in the marriage or before the marriage. It was just like I so said, it's like, because people will say, you know what I'm saying, like Psycho Stephanie or whatever, who, like, you know, going over to the house and stuff like over. Like I said, before the marriage, we had rules, and people weren't following damn rules. Like, don't set rules. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't gonna follow them, but or you know, it's not even rules. I think as women, we set ourselves up. You know, even though that was so-called a skit that girl did, when she, remember the one with the McDonald's. And remember her rebuttal, she said he dibbled and dabbled. I think with women, because we think we're having sex with you and you shouldn't be having sex with somebody else, it does causes can cause problems if you find out, you know what I'm saying, that he is out here having sex, or make you feel like y'all in a relationship when y'all not. So I think you gotta know for real sure if you're in a relationship. And like you said, I think you gotta define what is cheating. Because to me, cheating could be in the DMs. If you're in somebody's DM and you're saying, and if I go open that DM, then if you will have a problem if it was flipped, then you shouldn't do it. That's how I feel like. Whatever you feel like, if the situation was flipped and it was me doing it, if I was sending them same texts to another dude, would you be okay with it? If I was sending those same pictures, like I hadn't touched them, but if you found out you found out I just went on a dinner date, you found out I just went on lunch date with him, would you feel like I did something wrong? Yeah, they might be easily to forgive, but at the same time, that person moved around you and lied and moved around and maybe made up excuses why they wasn't here or something like that. I also feel like with women, I mean, I'm being mean too, but for real, if a woman get caught, hell, she wanted to get caught.
No, that ain't no.
I've seen women. I know so many women who have cheated. So many. You would never know. Like when I say you would never know, you would never know. Like they make never know, and nobody around them never know. It's just the people that know.
This is the thing, because that's a two-way street. The thing is, most women are if they're going to cheat, they don't just do it half-ass. See what I'm saying?
No.
So there's planning involved, whereas most dudes don't. There's not always a planning involved. See what I'm saying? No. So the covering of your tracks, the women I will agree that women more than likely are a little bit better at covering their tracks, just because that's just the nature of how women are. See what I'm saying? If she wants you, but not every woman is like that. Believe me. Because a couple of I can think of one specifically who was, you know how you said, you know how you just said that you'll play Inch-On Private Eye? You know what I'm saying? You'll go, detective. Yeah. Oh my God. That's a family trait then, because when I tell you, I tell people all the time, you never know how far you will go until you are in that situation. Ma'am, I was doing the absolute most of my information. See what I'm saying? I had trackers on the computer. See what I'm saying? That was giving me passwords. That was giving me all your text messages. I was doing the most but once again, a lot of that was because you was lying to me. See what I'm saying? You was making me feel like I was crazy when I know what I know.
It's that part that making you like you crazy. Like, just be honest. Like, just be real.
Keep it a buck. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you it is what it is. Yeah. We can make a decision about it at a later time. But don't blame me like I'm stupid, because all that's gonna do is just
or like you insecure, or like it's all in your head, like all that stuff. That's why I say I can't do that cheating, because you make it like I'm crazy and like, or I'm making up stuff, or I don't trust you. Like you can flip this whole script and like it's not you. And that's, yeah, like you said, it's a family. Because when I say baby, like when she said on that movie, I checked his post when he come in. I checked this. I know if he went to this house, he went to Keith's house. No, I say I'm not that bad.
No,
but don't test me.
I wasn't like
I
that.
mean,
But
no.
but I was
But no.
felt myself going crazy. See what I'm saying? Behind it,
Yeah.
like I, dude, some of the stories I can tell you, and I can tell you the story like I just lived it yesterday because it's that ingrained in my head. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
It is what it is. But
it's stressful, and it's you lose sleep, and it just makes it go on the day, and it makes it hard for your next relationship too, because I know, like, especially with Facebook, like, I am not that girl. I don't give a rat's two rusty pennies about half of them that's commenting on people's stuff. I ain't that. I'm looking at them likes, them hearts. I don't give the people that comment 90%. Look, I'll even go down. 80% of people that comment, especially those bold ones that be like, "Oh, I'm about to pull up," or "Oh, give me an up." You know, the real bold ones. He probably ain't even messing with those ones. It's the ones that it's the likes. It's the ones that's not liking. It's the ones that's hitting them hearts. Stop playing with me. The ones that's giving them whole things, them whole paragraphs, like, "Baby, I can do this." Da 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 da. She ain't giving him no kind of play. None. Majority. I say 80% of the time. 80%. It's not those ones you need to work out for. It's the ones that's not giving likes, the ones that look frats, like those ones. Those ones you want to count. Like how many likes, how many hearts, she hearting, how many hearts.
See,
I'm not confident though.
I don't even get off into all of that because once again, what you're doing is gonna come out. Because everybody, I don't care how careful you are, everybody has a moment where they are not as attentive to their P's and Q's. See what I'm saying? And most of the time that's when people get caught slipping, or you've been doing it so long that you just don't think you're gonna get caught with it. And I'll be very honest, I'm stupid. Because and when I say I'm stupid in this way. Don't challenge me. Don't challenge me like, "Nigga, you ain't slick about yours. Every time you do something, I'm gonna catch you."
Okay.
Okay. I can prove that theory ain't right.
Petty.
Oh, I'm definitely stupid petty. At least I was. I mean, because once again, at this point, real shit. I'm not trying to live that life no more. Like for real. Yeah. Because I've
like, just stay single. That's my thing. Just stay single. And there's a lot of people out here that I see now where I see them. It's like the post that I said too about people cheating. Usually the crazy thing is, like you said, with men, they're cheating because it's something else out there. But it's the funny thing that because of looks or whatever. But the funny thing that I find funny is you'll find those men doing everything with their side chick. That's all they main chick is asking for, that same thing, for them dates, for just those compliments, for for the one flower and stuff like that. But he'll do it and water that side chick, but ain't watering his own chick roots and everything else, and then wonder why she's complaining and why she's mad and why. And if you do the same thing you're doing with your side chick to your new chick, then you wouldn't be any problems. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's communication.
But
I just don't understand that.
Once again, that's not always the case either, because once again, men are pretty simple creatures to begin with. And I'm not saying that what I'm about to say is going to stop any man from cheating, just because if it's in him to do it, that's what he's going to do. Just like if it's in a woman to cheat, that's what she's going to do. If she doesn't cheat, there's nothing that you can do to make her do such a thing. Although there is I believe, whatever. That being said, a lot of times, the things that side chick is saying and doing is the things that he wishes chick was saying and doing. See what I'm saying? So it's a lot easier for me to go give somebody this attention that's giving me what I need, but then this other person saying, "I'm not going to do that until you start doing this." Since she's doing it off of GP.
But see, that's that 20%. Instead of you getting 80 over here, but you're gonna run to this 20% and lose 80 and think you gaining something, but all you gaining is 20 because that chick is probably not the one for you, probably not gonna communicate, probably not gonna do this. But yeah, she's giving you the 20% that you missing. I understand that. But at the same time, I think if everybody looked at it like that, like, is it worth it? Is this worth? And the thing that mixes me up too is the dudes that, and of course I gotta speak from the dudes because, well, I'm not gay, so nothing against, no judge, but I'm not. So, but the thing is with dudes, it's the dudes who cheat in long relationships. Like, if you gonna cheat, like, can you just cheat one time and move on? Like, it's the whole relationship for me. Like, you have a whole relationship with a chick, and you're married, or you have a whole relationship and you have a whole nother relationship. Like, you live in double lives. Like, how do you do that? How do you constantly cheat? I can't forgive somebody like that. Like, you're like an habitual cheater. It's like you're not sorry for what you're doing. You're sorry you got caught, but you're not sorry for what you did. You're not sorry for the actual act. If you just keep doing it, you keep seeing you hurting that woman, you holding whole relationships, you following up with lies, because once you lie, you got to cover up another lie. Then you got to cover up another lie. I mean, you gotta keep all your lies in order, especially if you got a smart one, and that's just hard. Like, a whole relationship, like, I can't. I don't even know if I'll be able to trust you. I just.
Once again, and I totally understand and agree with what you're saying. It's not about, once again, but it's not about. It's more about opportunity than the constant thought of, I'm going to go find somebody else to cheat on you with. See what I'm saying? If there was no, if for a lot of men, if there was no other option, they wouldn't cheat. See what I'm saying? But unfortunately, but once again, it's that same logic applies to women too, because there's plenty of women that I know that, regardless of their status, they're down for they.
Well, it looks like somebody saying Sandra or Sandra, I might be saying it wrong, Chandra. She said she was in a relationship with a married man for 13 years. And even
now, was you married to him? Because we ain't talking about Joe. We ain't talking about you wasn't
no,
married.
it looks like no. She said she was
no,
in a relationship with somebody. Oh,
I'm making sure that it wasn't her husband. Because that don't count. That don't count.
Well, okay, but see,
so let's ask that question.
No, she said no.
Why would you? Because I know a couple of chicks. Like, I was talking to this one young lady, and she was telling me about, like, her moms and her sisters. But, like, her mom's is a 26-year vet on the side chick game.
Yeah.
Like, her mom, and, like, she got an uncle that got a side chick that's been having a side chick for a couple of decades, and these niggas vacation together.
Like a month.
Why would a woman sign up for that? Or why would anybody? Why
would anybody? I don't understand it. Yeah, on that note, and me personally, and that's why I can't deal with no side chick. Like, you got me bent. Like, if you know for a fact you with this dude, and you know he in a whole relationship, whole married, and you good with that, you cool with that, like, but then how would you feel if it was done to you? Or why do you think it won't be done to you? Just in your husband, or your next relationship, somebody's gonna do the same thing, could do the same thing to you. It's like, I don't know. And that's just why I had not trying to be funny. Again, that's why I said I feel like on my PI, that's why I put her to rest. Because honestly, I felt like if I found out quicker if D was cheating, if I found out quicker if he was even giving a number, like, I would find out really quick. Like, the chicks would be like, damn, I just got his number 2 weeks ago. Like, I mean, I was on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like I shut a lot of stuff down. But I do feel like that, because if you shut it down before feelings get involved, and she already know you got a psycho one, she gonna be like, with the deuces. But it's once her feelings are involved, then it's hard to get rid of that side chick, because she can say, I'm gonna leave and I'm done or whatever, but she already cares. You know what I'm saying? She already feels something for him. But if you shut that down at the beginning, she gonna be like, I ain't got time for this. I ain't about to deal with that. So that's how I thought, and that's how I ran myself crazy with the whole making sure you're not cheating, checking the phone, you know what I'm saying? But it's exhausting. But it's just like what you said, why do people sign up for it? I've had so many, I ain't gonna say so many. I've had I've had dudes in my DMs, and I know they're in relationships, whole relationships. I mean, posting pictures. One of them had this girl as his profile and slid in my DM. Why would you think after you break up with her that I would even give you a chance? Because I know now, if you would cheat on her, you would cheat on me. Like, it's just eventually. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand people like that either. And she said, it has happened to me as well. Yeah, so I'm assuming she's not talking about her husband. She was the other woman.
Mm-hmm. I get it. I mean, and once again, I get what you're saying. I do. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times people make those type of decisions based off of what's available and what they're not getting at home. You know what I'm saying? Because and the easiest thing to do is say, oh well, once again, cheating is never about the person who's getting cheated on. It's about the person who's doing the cheating. First and foremost.
Well, when you say that, but you just said, what if he's not doing nothing?
But but there's sometimes where an honest conversation needs to be had because this person isn't getting what they're needing from.
Yeah, that's also right. Okay.
Okay. And to be able to accept your culpability in the downfall of the relationship, because it wasn't, once again, the physical cheating act, that was a decision that person made. Whether it was you doing it physically, whether you was mentally, whether you was just, texting, you shooting pictures, you doing sexting, whatever that thing is, that's the decision that you made personally. But what led you to that?
To it, yeah.
What brought you to that point? See what I'm saying? Because it's very rare that a person who is getting fulfilled totally at home is looking outside their house for extra. You know what I'm saying? You only have 100%. If you're already getting 100% from the house, there's no room for extra. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But a lot of women and men don't want to hear that. Oh, you a hoe because you out here, blah blah blah. But when I told you I needed more time with you, when I told you I was missing how we used to be, when I told you that I never hear from you. The only time I hear from you is when you criticize me. I don't never hear you say anything nice or special to me. I never get made to feel special in and of for me being me. And I've given you plenty of opportunities to fix and remedy that situation. And if it's a person like me, I'm not out here begging. I'm not begging for affection. I'm not begging you to be with me. I'm not begging you to do any of that. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to tell you, but then after that point, I'm done telling you. And that doesn't mean that I'm just necessarily looking to, go, say the right thing at the right time. But at the same time, I'm more susceptible to it. I'll be honest. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's like what she said too. She was willing to give me everything without, and a lot of people just they cheat because they don't want the commitment. Because once they find out, usually when the other people find out, that relationship stops. It's the sneakiness, it's the getting away with, it's the not being committed, it's the not answering, not having to follow up, not having to be there every time when he called, not having to, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be at the every back. You don't have to do wifey duties. You can actually have him and go out with him, and then he go home. Like you leave all the responsibilities of a wife to his wife, and that is why some people go ahead with the side chick, because they don't want the commitment. They don't want
and side dudes, because there's a lot of
side dudes. Yeah,
because there's a lot of side dudes that will, if I can get the ass, and I ain't got to invest in nothing else.
Right.
I mean, that's the dream.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what you can't never do, what you ain't gonna do is burn me on social media, because you're the one that's married. So I ain't never got to worry about you trying to blast me in that way. Second of all, you might say, well, I'm done messing with you. Okay, feel free. I mean, but you eventually gonna call back, because this is what we do. I mean, let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? So and once again, the part where you talk about the 80-20, the wife is at home giving the 20, but the 80, but that 80 is coming.
The wife.
It's coming with all this.
A lot.
It's coming with the responsibility for the house. It's coming with the lawn need to get mowed. The bathroom needs to be cleaned. The kids need to be put to bed.
Yeah.
It's coming with all that.
So it's like what she said, not with the commitment. Yeah.
Over here, I come over here and Nigga, if I want to put oatmeal in your ass with honey in it, see what I'm saying, just to see how you blow bubbles, see what I'm saying? We can make that happen. And you ain't gonna think, oh, I'm just your freaky guy. See what I'm saying? But if I ask the wife, see what I'm saying, she gonna be all on some, what
like, what the hell? What you been listening
what
to?
you doing? That ain't what you said you wanted in the beginning.
Where did this come from?
I was watching Martha Stewart. She was making oatmeal cookies, and you know, it just popped my
head. It just popped my head. It just popped my head. But you know what? That is an honest statement, especially in my relationship. I'll be honest. Because we were each other's first and everything, it did make it hard to introduce new things. Because I felt like if I said anything, he would automatically think I had been cheating, or I had been like, what would make you think like that? Like, this is not who I've been with. Like, girl, you would never do that. Like, but I actually had thoughts and had things that I wanted to say or wanted to, but I was scared because I was scared. I was scared that he would either, I didn't know if he would judge. I didn't know if he would think I had tried it with somebody else. Like, where did these conversations come? But it was just getting older and just seeing other people, listening to women. You know what I'm saying? You just get ideals, and like you said, you just watching TV, and now with social media, I mean, everything's just on there, whatever. And then you just want to spice it up. You want to change, and like you had said, ain't nobody ever woke you up with fellatio,
Never. But I'll be honest, some of that is probably my fault because I hate getting woke up. See what I'm saying? Now, and this
oh my God, I just had this conversation with somebody. That is so
I hate getting woke up. See what I'm saying? But I never been woke up like that, so maybe I would like it in that instant. But don't wake me up on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like you just got the TV up super loud, or you up here crunching on these goddamn chips, and you know.
Okay, wait. So you don't mind being woke up if it's what if it's just for sex only? Not the world, but what if it's for sex? Do you not even like being woke up for that?
I've never had it. I don't know what it is. I can't say if I would or wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? At first this is just me. Because I know how I am. Nigga, I just need you to dive in. Dive all the way in. Don't tiptoe around the bush. Dive in, my guy. See what I'm saying? Because if you tiptoeing, I'm gonna be all flustered and whatnot. But if I wake up and you see what I'm saying, and you already got me here, see what I'm saying? Hold on. Do what you gonna do.
I cannot, even though this is gross listening to my cousin, I cannot believe though that you have never been woke up out of your sleep. Like I'm not talking about art. That part is that's a whole nother thing. But it's this sex, like just to wake you up out of your sleep, like how is that possible? I didn't even know it was a problem.
Like for me, it was never an issue because it's fine. Because when I'm asleep, I would like to stay the fuck sleep. See what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it a buck.
But it was a post on Facebook where this girl said, and it went a little viral, where she was mad that her dude wakes her up to have sex, and she was like, she feel like it's disrespectful. Don't wake me up. Once I'm asleep, I'm asleep. And so that's the reason why some people do morning sex or sex before they go to sleep. But I mean, if you wake up in the middle of the night, you just like,
I'm just saying, maybe because my future might be watching. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I'm just saying I'm open to it.
What? I wish my future was watching, but I don't think none of my people are on here. So
I'm open to some new stuff. So if if you want to try some new stuff with me,
let me heart that conversation.
Don't tiptoe around the bush. Dive right on in, Chief. You know what I'm saying? Dive right on in. You know what I'm saying? Don't try. You know how you try to gauge if somebody's still? No, don't try to slide my drawers down. No, just dive right on in. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Do you think that? But again, going back to the cheating, it still probably would not. It does help. I feel like it's conversations and stuff like that. And I feel like people say, it makes me wonder, like when people have, what is it, the two wives, two husbands, or two men, whatever, because that is one person that you're with for your whole life. You'll never, that you can get bored, or just, doing it the same place, the same, I don't even remember what that movie was called, and she always wanted to do it in the bedroom. You do have to spice it up. You do have to change up. You do have to like she said, I don't think that has anything to do with cheating because I know some people who are freaks and they still get cheated on. Okay, so I don't think that matters. But she said, "Why are you sleeping with underwear on?"
I don't. First and foremost, let me keep it above. I don't.
I don't, and I ain't never know nobody that didn't until here recently. That's new for me. I can't do it.
Nigga, since I've been
Okay, come on, T. But you have not slept with underwear on, and you still have not been woke up.
I've been draws free since '93. See what I'm saying? My guy. I don't. No, real talk. Like I was with this chick that was older. See what I'm saying? Back in the day. This is before I had kids in the whole nine. And I really wanted these satin pajamas and whatnot, right? And she got me these satin pajamas, and I was like, I love them. See what I'm saying? I put them on, but the first night I slept in them, it was the worst sleep I ever had in my life. And so from that moment, and this is like 99, 98, 99. And I was like, never again. I'm not doing this no more. See what I'm saying? And the first night I took them all off. See what I'm saying? I was just like, and I got my butt in bed, and it felt so freeing. And ever since then, like if I sleep in clothes now, nigga, it's please understand, nigga, if I'm taking a nap, I'm probably gotta get them stitched.
Really?
Because
yeah, and see, and mine is totally the opposite. Like I am not used to I at all. Like it was until here recently, somebody that skin to skin was a new one to me. I was like, what the hell is that? Like I thought that was like a mother to a baby. That's the only time I heard that. I had never like ever. It is so weird. It's like just I was like, ew. Like I always have on like either shorts or panties or a tank top. I gotta have some. Like I gotta feel secure. Like just I don't know. It's just, but they ain't stop no show. Unlike you, so while you talking, like even with my clothes on, I have my mornings, my wake ups. They shit come right out.
Yeah, I've never experienced it. I'm not gonna even lie. I'm actually, you kind of got me kind of interested. Saying, I'm just saying.
Just go. You got me interested as far as calling somebody for you. Like I just need you to go to sleep, wake up in the middle of the night with him.
Hold on, you know somebody? Hold on. I've been trying to get a hookup for a minute. Nigga, you out here whole now? So you got freaks on call? You're going over there and wake up my cousin. See what I'm saying? They gotta get up in a couple hours anyway. See what I'm saying? But once again,
nigga, go over there and wake up my cousin. Like for real, because he needs to know about this wake up thing.
My God. Okay, so I know we about to get off topic, but that's what we do sometimes.
Yeah.
So, dude, when I tell you, like, I don't know if you've experienced this. Have you, since you've been, because you're 40 now, right?
Nigga, no. Fuck.
You about to be. Yeah, you about to be.
Where Mark at?
Whatever.
But I ain't 40.
Anyway, since I have been 40, see what I'm saying? I only got a certain amount of energy for the day. And if I use a lot of energy either late at night or early in the morning, nigga, I'm done for the day. On God. Nigga,
40 is the new 30. What happened?
40 is the same old ass 40. I don't know who the fuck told y'all that. Let me tell you. It's a quick story. Last year, and I won't mention the young lady's name because you know I'm a gentleman about my business.
Yeah.
But she came over, and it was kind of late. And so we doing what adults do. When by the time she left, it was like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And when I tell you I was exceptional that night, I was exceptional. I was shocked at my goddamn self. Since then, like I'm sitting here like, whose is this?
I cannot. This
what
is
what. Hold on, what are we? And I was in it to win it. We finished our situation. When I tell you the next day, I had the absolute worst day at work I was so sleepy and tired the entire day. I'm not even playing, fam. I'm not even playing. Like that. I went to sleep at like 7:30 the day after because I was that tired. I'm like Big Red at this point. Nigga, my sex hour is between 9 and 5. Don't wake me. So you waking me up at 3:00 in the morning. But please understand what time did I go to sleep? Because I went to sleep at 1. If I went to sleep at 1:00 in the morning, nigga, that ain't.
But hey, beggars can't be choosy. I'm just saying. But still, at the end of the day, though, you know, just get back. Look, you know what I mean. Just to get back on subject, though. But
Can
the
we do it on the
cheating
weekend?
at the end.
Can you wake me up in the weekend? See what I'm saying? Girl, you know I got work in the morning.
You go back to sleep. You can go back. Like, look, I have woke people. Not people, but I
like you don't work up whole gangs, nigga. You don't work up the fifth. See how people tell on themselves?
Oh my God.
Themselves just out here
My
waking up people.
guy, like I'm the queen of wake up. Like, well, first of all, I don't sleep. So let's just start there. So look, that 2:00 in the morning, 3:00, that's nothing. Just wake up, do what you gotta do, go back to sleep, and you got time before 7:00. Good to go. You're good to go. But still, that still don't stop a man from cheating or stop a woman. But it does spicing up or knowing your mate or knowing what hasn't had or having those conversations. And sometimes people don't like to have the conversations, but they do have a sex therapist. They do have, you know, other things too, because like you said, it's not even just about sex. Sometimes it's just the intimate part of it, you know, especially for a woman. If she's not feeling appreciated, ain't had helped around the house and stuff like that, or, you know, just that part of the massage, the appreciation, the small stuff, you know, she can check out well before that, you know, and then again, that could make her cheat, you know what I'm saying? So it could be not the sex. It could be she's cheating because what she's getting over here is not what she's getting at home, which could just be the little simplest stuff. But again, I feel like cheating is always communication somewhere has broke down somewhere for that person to cheat or for that person to keep cheating. Now, if like you said, if it's a one-off, you know, not planned, just a spontaneous cheat, you gotta act. You might want to wonder why, you know, but a continuance of cheating with that person or continuing cheating with different people, why? Like, what is it? I mean, like you said, it's not their fault. I'm not saying, I don't want to blame it on that person because it's not fair. But like you said, we have to ask ourselves, like, what is it that they're searching for to make them? But some people are just freaking cheaters. Like, let's just be known, because there is some habitual cheaters out. Like, there's habitual liars. There's habitual cheaters. They just cheat just because they can cheat, because they want to cheat, you know, or whatever. Like you said, it doesn't matter if you're doing from sun up, sun down, doing whatever they ask them to do. You can be a damn good woman and they'll still cheat. Because I know one that I'm just like, I feel like and I just know it's hella cheating. And I'm just like, why? You know, like, why? But again, I feel like too, I know I was asked this question, and that's the reason why we brought this topic up, because somebody wanted to talk about it. The thing for me is the forgiving. You know, you forgive them, but to me, they say the more you forgive somebody, the more you forgive them, the less they care about you, or the less the less something. Like, I can't remember what it is. So that's my thing about the forgiving. Like, you keep forgiving them for cheating.
Well,
you keep forgiving them for cheating, and they cheat again.
Because once again, that's with anybody though. If I know, and whether it's me, whether it's criminals, whether it's your kids, whether whatever, you know, you as an employee, your boss and whatnot, if you know that there is no repercussions to bad behavior, you're more inclined to repeat bad behavior. See what I'm saying? So and honestly, that's what forgiving the cheating is. And I'm not saying that there's no repercussions, because, you know, depending on the situation, you're gonna hear the mouth, you're gonna catch, you gotta, you know, the scrutiny's gonna be, the trust is gone, and the whole nine. But if you ain't leaving, which is honestly the one thing that cheating can cause. If you're not leaving and you know that I've done it multiple times.
Don't even say nothing. You agree with that?
Say again?
I said, you agree with that? Like, there is some people like that. If you're not going to leave him, you're not going to do anything about it, or why even talk about it?
Why even talk about it? I mean, but that goes, once again, that's with any situation, not just cheating. That's just anything, whether it's domestic violence, whether it's mental abuse, whether it's physical, whether it's, speeding. Everybody is sped. The one time you normally don't speed is when you see that there's a cop around, because you know that there's some repercussions behind. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is more than anything. So once again, what is your comfortability in this process? Now, not holding somebody to this thing that you got to be perfect doesn't mean that I'm going to play the fool for you all the time either. You know what I'm saying? Because I can forgive you the one time, but that's the one get out of jail free card. Whether you burn that mug up in the beginning or in the end, that's totally up to you. But I can forgive you off of that one, but there's no coming back. I just found out 6 weeks later you done the same thing with Tom that you was doing with Chuck. You know what I'm saying? No, because see, at that point it's a pattern, and once it becomes a pattern, patterns are hard to break. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
It's that part. It's the pattern for me too. It's the pattern.
And
so I think
that's coming from a man that's had patterns. I'll be honest. You know what I'm saying? I've had patterns before. You know what I'm saying? And
so did you not try to figure out why you had that pattern? Did you not want to stop?
At the certain point in time, I didn't care no more. It just was what it was. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting what I want at home. She's not getting what she wants at home. I'm going. Whether it's something mental or something actual, where I'm laying down with you, that's something different. But after a certain point, I don't care no more. And so the thought of leaving had entered my mind, but it wasn't something I was ready to do at that point. So I kept it status quo, and I just did what I did. I'm by no means is that being braggadocious or being boastful, because I wasn't the man that I needed to be, by all means. But I'm more than willing to accept my fault, and that's that's the reason why when I talk about the end of my relationship, I always start with me, because I know I'm real big. Like, when I have friends that come to me like, Glenn, what should I do, and blah blah blah. Damn, if you did anything in your relationship, whether it's your marriage, whether it's your fiance, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the case may be, if you did anything in that relationship that whether that person knows about it or not, that would cause damage to your relationship, it's your responsibility to fix it. Now, if you try to go back and fix it and it still don't work out, then you did what you were supposed to do. You met the burden of proof, or the burden that you needed to meet. But if you haven't even attempted to rectify the situation that you brought into it, because that problem wasn't there before you did what you did. And then at that point you out here being a coward. Because you're causing chaos, but you're not willing to fix it, because it's too much because in order to fix the chaos, you gotta fix you. And most people don't want to fix them because they think that they good at where they at. So I ain't gotta fix me. I'm good.
Or they think there was a reason behind them. Like, I mean, like you said, it could go into abuse and everything else. Like a man who abused a woman say, "Well, if you didn't say what you said, I wouldn't have smacked you in your mouth." Like, so it I mean, but they do that. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so it's just like it's no different. But yeah, right. I agree with you. I just feel like at the end of the day, it's a choice. I feel like it's communication. I feel like if you're gonna cheat, I feel like you need to figure out why they cheated, and try to get past it if you can. But I feel like it's more of the why than it is the actual cheating. Why did you cheat? You know what I'm saying? And can we fix it? Like, can you be honest to telling me why? And can I take it of the why?
Because
like you got to be able to.
Because some of the why is going to be you.
Yeah, and it can be hurt, and it can hurt, and it can hurt, and it can hurt.
And but once again, people aren't having those conversations. People aren't having those real type of conversations like that. And without having those conversations, you're leaving yourself subject to trying to figure out on your own. And most of the times, most of the time you're going to go to the super negative anyway. See what I'm saying? And you're never going to look within because you're not the one that did it. I'm not the one cheating. You're the one that's cheating. So you're the one that made that decision. You think I'm out here getting everything I want from you, and I'm not out here giving my body to everybody. So, but most people ain't willing to look at that situation as well. See what I'm saying? So it's crazy out in the streets, fam. Cheating is another one of those topics that can be a long dark rabbit hole because it's there's so many different reasons as to why it can come about. Shout out to Marie Johnson Tia, appreciate you tuning in. Shout out to Latanya Eder, Etier, appreciate you tuning in as well. I saw my cousin LaWanda Green. Yeah. Shout out to Wanda. I know this topic is very, very. If you're still watching, I know this topic is something that you are familiar with. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave it at that. Not having cheated, then that's a different conversation. Yeah, man, cheating is just another one of those topics, man.
It's hurtful. At the end of the day, it's hurtful. You are hurting. You are hurting somebody. Like, because you don't know, and you don't. Another thing too, people got to be careful how they cheat because you never know how that can backfire. There's people being killed behind it. There's psychos. You never know if you that last straw, that breaking straw for somebody, and that psycho come after your wife, or the psycho comes after your husband. You never know, or if he go kill the whole damn house because of that one infidel, that one 30-minute, whatever sex thing that you want to do. Like, it could cause a whole ordeal. Like, it can destroy a whole family. And I think that for me is what I would ask is, I mean, like I said, I get the whole quickie, made a mistake. I get that. But the keep going, the keep hurting, the keep lying, I would have to ask myself, like, because you don't know if somebody's going to snap. You really don't. I mean, that movie, what was it? Fatal Attraction? I mean, you cannot control somebody's feelings once you want to cut it off. If they don't want to cut it off, then you know what I'm saying? You got to worry about them chasing their wife. You got to worry about your kid. You never know what that straw was to break that mold. And all of it was over sex. Like, no.
That's the thing, though. It's never, at that point, it's never over sex. It's because, like you said before, that person's feelings got acted. And once like I was watching this TikTok the other day, or this reel, and this dude was doing this prank on his girl. First and foremost, it was amazing that he even had a chick like this, because she was far and away outside of his goddamn league. But whatever. Who am I to tell you who you can and can't fool? But she was a baddie. Like, real shit. She was a baddie, but whatever. And so he did the penny prank, right? Where somebody else's drawers and whatnot, and she found it. And obviously, that's part of the prank. She found them, and she was
I'm telling you, I got so many pranks on my sleeve.
And she was like, whose drawers are these? And he was like, babe, I don't know whose drawers those are. Now, they at their house, and his homeboy is like there with him, and I think they had like somebody else there or whatnot, and they all just laughing and giggling and kikiing. The chick was a sister, and I think she was definitely a sister. He definitely was not. He definitely had a lot of Asian in him from his facial region when he finally came on camera. So he's kikiing, and she's dead ass at this point. She keep asking this question, and he's playing around. Nigga, she went in the bedroom. She came back with the Glock. Like, nigga, whose drawers are these? Dead ass. And everybody's like, baby, it's a prank, it's a prank, it's a prank. No. People like, why are you tripping? I can't believe. Once again, stop playing with people. Stop playing with people, fam.
That prank on the side. It's on the side. I got it. I ain't gonna let it go far. But I got that prank.
No, because you do that with the wrong person, family. I'm telling you.
But you gotta know your person too. Those pranks, sometimes we go on but those pranks be going too far. Sometimes they be knowing, like, you know who to set up. Like, even Daddy. Remember, I don't know if you seen, but I did that prank where the little boy says, "Shut up!" Like, he tells him, "Shut up." I know my dad do not do disrespect, so I purposely set little D up the steps, and my dad way down the steps, so that way I can intervene before he got to my side. And when he came out and called it off, he was like, "Play, don't play. I'm just playing, Papa. I'm just playing." I didn't tell him to shut up.
I would have did it because you ain't gonna have my papa. I know this nigga. He's still kind of youngish. You know what I'm saying? He can get a few steps real quick. Nah, you find somebody else that don't. Nah.
I did say no. So my thing wasn't doing it. Look, then when he just said both he was upstairs. We didn't do it long. I mean, he cut that shit so short. I was so mad. Like, oh my, I would have stopped him from going up the stairs.
No,
but
you wouldn't.
yeah.
No, you wouldn't. Uncle would have got up those steps quick. Had just by the chokehold, would have been choking his little thing. That was before he was all super tall too. No.
Now, Lil D came out the womb tall. What you talking about?
No,
okay, but anyway, thank you guys. Okay, so that was about cheating. We're gonna end the wrap up. Anyway, like we have both said, cheating at the end of the day is not the fault of the person that cheated. There should be some communicate. There needs to be communication, and it needs to be more of the why instead of the who. The why is so much important more than the who they did it with. But then the who is also important because, like you said, if it's a family member or something like that who could be very important. But it's also the why. I can't stand him. The why is so important to why he cheated or why she cheated. And
honestly,
you know what I'm saying?
The why is only important if you plan on staying.
If you plan on staying, yes.
That's the only.
Yes.
That's the only.
Yes.
But
well,
this is the thing.
No, because even if you don't stay, I will still want to know why, because that can help me with my next relationship. I would want to know why.
I don't want to know the why if I'm not staying. You can keep you and your funky ass why. That's all I'm saying. I don't want none of that. We ain't got no words here. And then going about your business. I'm gonna go ahead and take my PlayStation and my Xbox, and I'm going about my business. No, but if I'm staying, I want to know the why, because to avoid the situation from happening again. But if I ain't staying, there's no need for me to know the why. That's real talk. Because I'm not committed to it.
Well, all right.
I'm not gonna benefit from the why anyway.
Huh?
I said because I'm not gonna benefit from the why anyway if I'm not staying.
I mean, I was just saying, as far as on your next relationship, like if she say, I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying, like she say, like, oh, because you wasn't, because you just say because you wasn't catering to my needs, or because you wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't do this, or you would, that way you don't take it on to the next relationship thinking you perfect and you're not, you know what I'm saying, like whatever the case may be. Oh, because you keep washing with, a dirty towel, or you have a scent on you. You do kind of want to know the why, depending on what it is, because like even I had told one dude, like, we didn't do anything or anything, but I literally, like, when he asked why I stopped talking to him, like, I asked him, do he really want to know why I stopped talking to him? Like, because I've only been over there. I was over there twice. I've been over there twice. But he kept asking me to come back, and I was just like, I always make him excuses. But, like, again, we had never slept together. But I asked him, like, do you want to know the why? I really wanted him to know the why. But, and so I asked. And he's like, yeah, he want to know the why. And I was glad he asked. And it was his bathroom for me. It was the bathroom. I could not. That bathroom was so disgusting. I was done. Like, I couldn't, because I'm like, after I do something with you, I'll have to use the restroom, and I wouldn't be able to, because this is just gross. So you needed to know the why. I wasn't gonna be with him, but I wanted him to know so that way he can clean that shit up before he go with somebody else. So hopefully he did. I don't know. But anyway.
You out here banging Pigpen from the Peanuts? See what I'm saying? You out here banging Dirty Dan?
I said I didn't sleep with him. I said I did. I had used the restroom, and the restroom was enough for me where I was just like, I ain't gonna better do it, cousin. I ain't gonna better do it. So yeah. Anyway, so R. Kelly got 30 years in our night. We're gonna go with 30 years for R. Kelly. So a lot of people feel like, and R. Kelly's music was banned at one point from a lot of stations, and it still kind of is, I think. But I've seen it now back on YouTube and stuff like that. How do you feel as far as people playing R. Kelly music, knowing the background, knowing what he has done, knowing now he is guilty? They have said he's guilty, and he is sentenced, so he ain't getting out. And when that nigga get out, well, we'll be, half of us probably only be alive. So
he ain't gonna be alive.
I mean, I'm just saying. So I mean, I'm like counting it up because he older than we are. So That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, but he made great music. How do you feel? How do you feel?
He made great music early.
Yes.
I stopped listening to R. Kelly years ago. I'm talking like 2010, 11, because the music was just so freaking raunchy. And I mean, like super, like if you listen to his stuff after the Chocolate Factory, it's crazy raunchy. Like, damn, bro, that's all. I mean, you can see the shift. That's all I'm saying. And
really?
so, yeah,
I liked his music. I liked it, all of it, even the little skit that he did, the in the closet, trapped in a closet.
Yeah, but that wasn't on a record. That was just part of the. I mean, that was a song, but it wasn't. That was something different. That was outside of the CDs and the albums he was putting out. But if you go back and listen to some of those,
I Believe I Can Fly, the two-stepping,
like all of that stuff, Step in the Name of Love, and all that stuff, that's pre-Chocolate Factory. See what I'm saying?
Oh, that is. See, I don't know which album.
Chocolate Factory Forward.
Okay.
Is good, but after Chocolate Factory to now, that shit is on some sadistic, like, bro. Okay, I get it. You nasty as hell, bro. Stop. Okay, Nick.
Now, I'm a person that only listens to music on the radio, so I really don't play like whole records and stuff like that. Never have, so I probably don't. So if it didn't make the radio, I probably wouldn't know like those songs that you're talking about. If it didn't make the radio,
if you go back, if you got iHeartRadio, go pull up R. Kelly and go listen to some of those later tracks. It's crazy. And so when the whole situation was coming out, when when he had the video where he peed on the little girl, see what I'm saying? That was 2001.
Yeah, that's before I graduated high school. So yep, it was before 2001, it was right there. Yeah,
definitely around. Because, and the reason why I remember that is because D was only like 1 or 2 years old, and I was like, the hell. See what I'm saying? And so,
but there was Aaliyah before that. Age ain't nothing but a number.
But I was unaware of that. Like, I didn't know that he was messing with Aaliyah at that time. See what I'm saying? Because I don't do like celebrity gossip. No, because I don't do like celebrity gossip and stuff, because it's not.
But then we were younger too. We were younger. We didn't have kids. And so we didn't understand it as much. Like, we just like, you know what I'm saying? That's just part of the talk and stuff like that. And I think that's what people, they forget. Like, when you young, you could care less about stuff. I wasn't paying bills. I didn't have kids of my own. I didn't have the care at that time. Like, I was like, damn, that's messed up. But I didn't really care either. Like, it didn't affect me anything. But now to have my own kids or have nieces or have goddaughters and stuff like that. But my thing is, my take on it, honestly, I have no problems with playing R. Kelly music. I'm being honest. I don't feel like it affects me. And then if I song, I'm gonna fucking play the song. Like, that is what it is. Now, do I like R. Kelly? No. Do I agree with what he did? No. He still continued to sell music. His music, you cannot take that man's music from him. To me, I see no different from R. Kelly than I see that fat. I'm gonna rechange it. Okay, so the I slowed down. I didn't want Mark to take me off, but the white man that did the Subway commercials.
Oh,
and he was big.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he was big and he lost weight on the Subway commercials, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, have I stopped eating Subway? And he went to jail for child pornography and for sex trafficking and all kind of stuff. But have we stopped eating Subway? No, because at the end of the day, he's not.
Yeah, but that's slightly different though, because he was a spokesman. R. Kelly, okay. You're literally by listening to his music or buying a CD or listening to a stream.
Okay, now buying is a different thing. You're supporting. Yeah, I get that. So are you saying the same thing as far as like the Bill Cosby and the dude from Seven Heaven? Like, I just feel like people are so. But I feel like with Seven Heaven, the movie Seven or the episode Seven Heaven, people bombed against him, but not as much as they did Bill Cosby. It was like take his show off, da 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 da.
Because he's
Yeah.
relevant. I mean,
Exactly.
we ain't gotta we done had the racial conversation a couple of different times. What's up, Stu? Appreciate you tuning in, bro. But I stopped listening to R. Kelly, like I said, years ago, because his music just was doing way too much for me. And add that into addition,
So was his
the
music
fact that
doing too much for you?
yeah, initially, but at this point, bro, I can't support that. See what I'm saying? I can't support that. So not listening to R. Kelly now. If one of his tunes come on the radio one night, I'm not. If Step in the Name of
Are
Love
you
come
gonna
on,
turn it off?
that's the nigga R. Kelly.
Oh my God,
I'm gonna
turn
let
it
it
off.
play out. I'm gonna let it play out, but I'm not like I'm not going out specifically supporting. I'm not putting more money in your pocket. I'm not doing any of that because that's just, once again, we talked about it the other couple of shows ago last week. By buying the music, you're supporting him, and whether you say that you do or you don't, you're agreeing with what he's saying or what he has done.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? By sheer, you can sit up there and preach to this guy. I don't condone, but yet you still purchasing his stuff. If he comes out of concert, you're like, oh, I'm going to the Kelly concert.
No, now see, I wouldn't do that though. I wouldn't go to none of his concerts or anything like that because, like you said, it's fun. But I guess you're right though. I never looked at it like what you said though, because playing his stuff, that's a play. That means that's money going to him. Buying his, and I wouldn't buy his music because I just ain't buying it. But like you said, that's still but just playing it, me actually going to it, playing it, it is going towards his pockets or his books now. Whatever the case may be. Like, let's start there. It's going towards his books. They really want him. But so yeah, I agree. I guess that I get what you're saying. But I guess like if it comes on or somebody plays it or something like that, yeah, I wouldn't just walk away or I wouldn't be upset about it. I'll let it play out. But like you said, I don't support what he did because I'm not no judge or jury, but it just seems, his stuff was real, just messy, just nasty, just, but again, at the same time,
the crazy part because we're not even just talking about the stuff that he personally sang. He wrote songs for a lot of different people, so you don't even really know who. It's like I saw Babyface was in concert here. He was here with somebody. Oh, he was here with New Edition. Me, Aisha, Cherokee, and Key went and saw them downtown. And so New Edition was there, Bobby Brown, I think, and Babyface was there. And Babyface sung his songs, but then he was singing songs that he had wrote for other people. I'm gonna start singing the stuff that I wrote. And he went on for like another hour. See what I'm saying? Off of the stuff that he had wrote for like Anita Baker and Boyz II Men and blah blah blah, so forth and so on. So Eddie Williams just said, appreciate you tuning in, bro. Appreciate it, real talk. It's
he did.
Because he wrote a lot of stuff for a lot of people, not only just his stuff.
And then we don't even know.
Yeah, so one way or another, you could be supporting and not even really know.
And not really even know that you're supporting. But I guess it's like what you said though, it's the no part. Since the ones that you do know, you don't have to support. It's the no part. And now that you know, you do better. It's like, it's just like we said about cheating. To know is different. Now if you didn't know, then okay. But once you know, knowing is power. So now that you know, then don't keep supporting it. Or don't keep going towards it.
The easiest way to say that is once you become aware, that means that you have the knowledge. And once you have the knowledge, it's your responsibility to do what you're supposed to do with that knowledge. That's it, more
right.
It's you when you're ignorant. Once again, if you're ignorant to the fact, that just means that you just don't know something. So if you didn't know that R. Kelly was a straight perv, you didn't know that Bill Cosby was a perv. So that means that you're just ignorant to it, and ignorance is bliss to a degree. But once you become aware of the knowledge, then it's your responsibility to act accordingly. That's it.
That's it. That's all. That's it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our show. But we want to thank you guys again for definitely tuning in with us. Who sing that song? I know that song. Something in your eyes, baby.
That's
That's what
R.
Eddie said. That's R. Kelly, though. I know it's R. Kelly, but he's the one to sing it?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if he wrote it. Okay, cool. But yeah, he got a lot of hits. Oh yeah, he said Kills. He said Kills. Yeah. So we want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. We just wanted to, like I said, topic was about cheating. So definitely, you guys, please share. We always thank you guys for tuning in. Please share. The topic was cheating, but
that's the name of that song. Honey Love. Honey Love. Give me that honey love. Give me that honey love.
Give me that honey love.
You know that song?
Yeah. Look, we showing our age of here.
And EJ, that's my stepson. EJ ass is under 30. See what I'm saying? What you know about Honey Love, bro? Stop. See what I'm saying? You grown now, you got kids. Now you out here with the grown folks music. I hear you, bro. I hear you.
You know how they be playing our music. Hey, Sheree the same way though. Sheree was like, for real, that music just sucked. Like for real. I don't know. Like I know our parents just probably said the same thing about us. But for real, this music nowadays, it's some crap. Like I'll be on the radio like, what am I listening to? And you know, I think that has a lot to do with cheating. Not trying to be funny, but honestly, there is no more love making, no more begging, no more baby please, no more. It's none of that. It's like you big, I'm gonna suck this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna twerk.
Because
it's
women
just like,
don't require it. Women don't require it.
Girls don't require it.
Women don't require it. The fuck? I didn't stutter.
I need somebody saying to me, baby face something. Give me some Tevin Campbell, some something. You know what I'm saying?
You damn near fucking Dirty Dan. Shut up. You see what I'm saying? You was about to get Dirty Dan some draws. You was about to get Dirty Dan some draws before you went and saw his bathroom.
Dirty Dan? No, I was not. You crazy.
Whatever you see what I'm saying? Filthy Phil. See what I'm saying?
I went over there. I did not enjoy the things. Don't play with me.
Unclean Carl. See what I'm saying?
Okay, but I found out before I did. So at the end of the day, I ain't crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with me. Stop playing with me.
That was crazy.
Anyway.
And I don't understand, like, once again, even to wrap up on that subject, I had a chick come over, like, a good friend of mine. She came over to my old side up north, right? And, you know, I don't keep a nasty house. I just, you know, I may have clutter every so often, but even after a certain time, I gotta get this shit up. It bothers me. And she came over. She's like I use air fresheners. You know what I'm saying? I got like plug-ins and carpet stuff and, you know, candles. Cause I need my stuff. I can't stand a stale smelling house or whatever, right? And so she was like, "Bro, are you metrosexual? Why you say that?" She's like, "Because it smells so good in here and your house is so organized, so clean. Niggas, I gotta be metrosexual because I got a clean house?" I'm like, "What type of niggas are you used to dealing with that the normal is
not normal?"
Yeah. What kind of filthy deals are you dealing with? You out here dealing with box cardboard box kills? What are we doing? Yeah,
People don't realize that though. I mean, this is like, I don't know. I've had it where people want to get my hair done. Now it's just like your house, just like, I don't know. People need to get that shit together. Like that. That's just like people taking pictures. People taking pictures in front of trash or the whole background, and just be like, what the flying flew? Like, can you move all that? Look, before I came in this room, I had to move the face. I mean, she got clothes. And, you know, move the clothes over, you know, like make it look at least presentable, like show the heck of the door or do something.
If I see a big booty chick and she's out here showing her whole tail, but her mattress is on the floor, fam, I can't move around. You're blocked, fam. If you take a picture in your bathroom and I can see the rings on your tub, you know what I'm saying? And you got fam. I'm so that might.
I'm telling you, I'm real petty on that bathroom. That bathroom and that kitchen, like everything else, I might give you a pass. That bathroom and kitchen, baby, I'm be like,
I see. Phil didn't even get the chance to fill you up. You know what I'm saying? He was like, when you coming back? He was like, nigga, not never. Not ever. You seen that club 13 times. I still ain't coming back. So nasty ass. Who raised you? Where's your mom at? You had to be raised by your grandma on the daddy side who was kind of slow and shit. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't afford cleaning products. You know what I'm saying? I would use every cleaning product in my house before I let my nigga. I wish I would let a chick come over here and my house is nasty. Nigga,
I mean,
I'm trying to.
it was like, you know, like the tub. It had like the. Never mind. I'm a germaphobe, so I can't.
For the chicks that I mess with, pine sol is a aphrodisiac. You know what I'm saying? I can't mess with you. If pine sol don't turn you on, but my house might not be the one for you. You know what I'm saying? Because nah, let me tell you, you ain't doing it over here. On God.
Shut up. Well, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. I got to get back to my family, even though my other family up here, little P up here, he didn't make it. But my other family is down here, probably wondering where the hell I is. So, and I'm ready to eat because I hadn't even ate yet. Huh?
Nigga, ain't nobody ate yet.
No, they ate now. They better ate. That food better be done. I swear to God, I'm a snake if this food is not done, okay?
You know how y'all do. That's why I'm not mad that I ain't.
My daddy's here. Daddy's here, so it should be done. You know he ain't gonna play too long. I don't even know if Daddy's still here. If Daddy's still here, the food's done.
If he done came and went, that food is about 13 hours from being done, fam. So y'all gonna have to have that actually on the floor. Y'all gonna have to come back tomorrow for part 2 of the 4th of July state. We appreciate y'all coming in. Once again,
thank you guys. We will see you on Thursday. Same host, maybe different locations. You know, the blue hair bird, you know, was gone today. You know.
I mean, I'm gonna be at the same location. I'm gonna be right here in my chair. This is where I do my show.
What? Don't do me. Whatever.
Be good.
See you on Thursday.
Get off my show, man. Get off my show.